What's going on, everybody? It's Steve back with another team builder. This time, week 4 against the Undella Unknowns. Our first time playing against Bohm. He went 8-2 or 7-3 in the regular season and lost in the playoffs to Baraf, who then beat me in the semifinals. His team is vastly different this time. I know he said during his games that it feels worse. I would generally agree. I think his team last season was very good, a little bit predictable. This team is not nearly as predictable, and I think it gives him a little bit more options. Like when you have Hat, Indeedee, Venusaur, Gigalith, and Torkoal, why would you do anything other than that, ever? Um, so he's got a lot more options this time. Because I did not lose last week, my team is the same. No randomized trades this week. He's got Dragapult, Heatran, Primarina, Virizion, Mimikyu, Mudsdale, Aerodactyl, Torracat, Malamar, Corphish, and Sandslash. Let's darken these up a little bit, just so I can read them. I think guaranteed he brings Dragapult, Heatran, and Primarina. Dragapult's just probably his best mon. Heatran is incredibly good against my ice types. And the steel would also be good against Terrakion. And against my Trevenant, who, if he watches my games, has been a very key part in my late game strategy. Primarina, Water Fairy. Good against Terrakion again. Fairy would be good against Komowo and good against Moltres, who I've brought every week. And it would probably be somewhat good against Dreadnought as well. Dreadnought's special defense isn't great. Virizion, I got the flying team. If he brings Virizion, he's a madman. Flying and ice, half my team is super effective against him. The only reason he'd bring this is if he's really worried about Terrakion and he doesn't think that these three already cover that weakness. Mimikyu would be to set up Trick Room, I believe, or to throw Will-O-Wisps. Mudsdale, he doesn't... I guess Aerodactyl is a rock type. But Mudsdale is here for rock moves, I believe. Maybe he does some more beat-up stuff. Does he have Ice Shard or anything? No Pro. He does have Aqua Jet, so we could do an Aqua Jet Stamina weakness policy. I don't have Intimidate, so he doesn't have to worry about having Inner Focus. Own Tempo would be good if I wanted to confuse him, but that's probably not going to happen. Or he could bring Own Tempo and swagger himself with something. Aerodactyl I am quite worried about. Because of the rock type, if he has max Rockfall, and he actually decides to max this Aerodactyl, I'm pretty sure I just lose outright with what I'm bringing. But also, same speed as, Crobat. So, might get into some weird speed tie things there. Also has Tailwind and Wide Guard, which would be very bad against what I have, for me. Torracat you'd only bring for Intimidate, I think, and Fake Out. Fake Out would be the main thing. Malamar, I guess, it's just good defensively, but I don't really know what it does. Corphish, not a chance. Sandslash, so he's not bringing Sandslash, let's be real. I'm going to make that a red. Yeah. So those three, I'm going to say probably Aerodactyl, probably Mudsdale, and then one of the other three. So what am I bringing to combat that? As you see along the top, we've got Tornadus, Raichu, Ninetales, Crobat, Dreadnought, and the debut of Frosmoth. So, start things off with the Chartyberry Tornadus. Chartyberry is there for either a max Aerodactyl or a Mudsdale, as I was just talking about. Tailwind, Rain Dance, Weather Ball, and Protect. This is probably the only team in the league that I'm slower than, so Tailwind is necessary. Tailwind also allows me to dump a little bit more into HP than I normally would. Max defense, again, is to just survive the rock falls or rock slides that may come out. Rain Dance is going to be very key. You see the Dreadnought there. It is actually Swift Swim, so this is 3 different series and 3 different abilities for the Dreadnought. Weather Ball I can pair that with the Snow Warning or the Rain Dance. A Weather Ball from 0 special attack Heatran does around, or 0 special attack to any of this does around 70% to a Heatran. So that's a good option. If it's hailing, I can also use this against the Dragapult. And if for some reason the sand goes up, I can use it against his, nothing really. But whatever, that's probably not going to happen. Same with the sun. And then Protect, just in case he has Torracat out. Raichu, Focus Sash, and Static, not Lightning Rod this time. Fake Out, Protect, Thunderbolt, Eerie Impulse. Eerie Impulse is there for his Heatran, Primarina. Those are his only 2 special attackers. But I got enough anti Mudsdale, Dragapult, and Aerodactyl stuff that I'm not too worried. And Virizion. Yeah, I forgot about Virizion. But Virizion's not coming. Raichu, I think, only comes out if Torracat is there, because I need to enable my own team, so I need Fake Out to fake him out, if that makes any sense. And he's Focus Sash, so I just went max speed, max special attack, so Thunderbolt does a lot. And here we go. Alolan Ninetales, Choice Scarf with Snow Warning, Blizzard, Moonblast, Ice Beam, and Weather Ball. Weather Ball again I can pair with Tornadus and Rain Dance, so if he leads with a Heatran, I can just fire off a Water-type Weather Ball on my Choice Scarf Ninetales to do, I think it's like 80% to the Heatran. Otherwise, Blizzard is there for Aerodactyl or Dragapult leads, or for Virizion leads, or like Ice is really good against him. Dragapult, Virizion, Mudsdale, Aerodactyl, and Sandslash. Sandslash would be weird, but yeah, this thing does a buttload of damage. And Ice Beam is there just in case he does have a Wide Guard on Aerodactyl. I'm fine with losing a game because I use Blizzard against a Wide Guard. So if he leads like Aerodactyl, Dragapult, I use Blizzard, and he uses Wide Guard, whatever. You know? Sometimes you lose a game to know some tech. We get into the Crobat. This is mainly here if he reveals a weakness policy, or if he has Stamina, Mudsdale, or if he does have Virizion. Expert built Brave Bird is just going to annihilate Virizion. The speed here is to outspeed Virizion outside of Tailwind. Otherwise, it's just all dumped into attack, and then the rest into HP. Inner Focus, just in case there's a Torracat. He doesn't really have good screen setters outside of Dragapult, and if he's setting screens with Dragapult, I don't really care, I don't think. We'll see, maybe I do. So Infiltrator doesn't matter. This is probably going to be a useless ability, but it's probably going to be useless either way. Brave Bird, Crunch, and Cross Poison. Cross Poison is mainly there for the Primarina. Crunch for the Dragapult. Yep. Actually, do I get a Ghost move instead? A physical Ghost move? Our Dreadnought. This time not G-Max again this week, because I want the ability to set my own rain with Max Geyser instead of Max Stone Surge. The White Herb is here to stop any potential attack drops. Swift Swim, if I get Rain and Tailwind up, this thing goes up to 107, 214, 418? Is that how that works? So nothing's outspeeding that, not even Dragapult and his own Tailwind. Rock and Water have decent coverage against his team, and Ice Fang is there just for Dragapult, I believe. But it also hits everything else, right? We already talked about how good Ice was into his team. Head Smash over Rock Slide, again, that's just in case he has Wide Guard. Also, Head Smash is absurdly powerful. And then the final piece of the puzzle, the main piece of the puzzle, Frosmoth. Well, wrong ability, Ice Scales. Life Orb Frosmoth with Protect, Weather Ball, Blizzard, Giga Drain. I'm going to pull up some calcs here. Oh, it's not picking up my notepad. Well, I'll read these calcs out then. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Max special attack, 107 speed means I'm 1 point faster than max speed Dragapult under Tailwind. 149 is to minimize Life Orb damage, the rest into defense and a little bit into special defense. Ice Scales means I take half as much damage from special attacks, which is good against Heatran and Primarina. And let's get into the calcs. Life Orb Frosmoth, not Dynamaxed. Against max HP Primarina, Giga Drain, guaranteed to hit KO. Life Orb Frosmoth Blizzard versus max HP Dragapult in doubles. Does a maximum of 150%. The same Blizzard to a maximum HP Mudsdale does 128%. The same Blizzard to a Virizion does 95.9%. Virizion has a surprising amount of special defense, but again, I don't think he's bringing it. Versus Mimikyu does a maximum, max HP Mimikyu does a maximum of 69.7. Bear in mind that if I hit it before that, it's already lost 12.5%. Still not a one-hit KO. Weather Ball in the Rain versus max HP, max special defense Eviolite Torracat in Rain. 100 to 118%. Weather Ball versus max HP Heatran in the Rain. 114 to 135%. Versus max HP Malamar, maximum of 75%, guaranteed to hit KO. And then we get to the max. Max Overgrowth versus max HP Primarina. 97 to 115%. Max Hailstorm versus max HP Virizion. 135 to 161%. Max Hailstorm versus max HP Mimikyu. 98 to 116%. Again, he will have lost 12% already. Max Geyser versus Heatran in the Rain. 150 to 177%. And Max Hailstorm versus Max HP Malamar, 107 to 128%. This thing can one-shot every single Pokemon on his team. And if I can get rid of the Heatran and the Mudsdale, it will be unstoppable. That's the team. Good luck to Bohm, and I hope Frosmoth makes a good impression. Let's get it.